Hello everyone, in today's video we're finally going to unbox the first two starter decks for the game. So this is how they're gonna look. The only change I'm going to make, so these are sort of the prototypes. I was testing which one I like it better, where should I put the text, and I think the red one looks better. So when you buy the water starter deck, title is going to be on the top, same as the red one, and there'll be nothing covering up the image, but apart of that what's inside is the same. So this is the front, this is the back, the bottom, the top, the sides. Over here you can write your name or whatever you want. And let's unbox them. Just a heads up, so since I ordered this one pretty early on, there is one change in both of these decks, one card that has been changed from 0 cost to 1 cost. So I will show those ones when I get to it. I think we should start with the water starter deck. So that's the deck. That's the rule book. So what you're gonna get in this product: a deck box, a mini rule book, and 36 cards. So that's a full deck. Welcome to ZumonersTCG. So just a heads up before I open this, I made a mistake when I was uploading these ones to the Game Crafter. So you will see some of the sides, the writing has been cut off, but this is already been fixed, so the copies you guys gonna get gonna be the correct version. So there will be nothing cut off in it. This is just sort of a prototype for me, so I can check how big the letters are, so everything is readable. Yeah, it looks good, apart of being cut off on the sides and at the bottom on some pages, but as I said, that's already have been big fixed for your copy. Alright, so I put them in order. So as I said, you're getting 3 copies of Frost Larve, you're getting 2 copies of Frost Cocoon, and 1 copy of the boss creature in this deck, Frost Moth. So from now on, for sort of boss creatures and important cards, I'm gonna draw them in a way that they sort of break out of the frame. I think they look more important that way. I think it came out pretty well. Next we got 2 Frost Forest. We got 3 Rain Darner, 3 Sea Snail. The next card is not a new card technically, but it's an alternative artwork for Split Slime. So usually it's a green colored creature, but now I remade it in blue. That way it fits in more with the water type, and also instead of just giving you another reprint, it becomes more unique. So even if you opened some Split Slime from the booster packs, you can still get a new card this way. Then we get a new creature, Wavetail Wolf. So normally a 1-cost creature has about 3 power and 1 defense, but in the starter decks you will get a rare creature, in this one Wavetail Wolf, which has 3 power and 2 defense, so it's slightly above the power curve of the current meta. So this is going to be good in any water deck, not just this one. The next card, as I mentioned, has been changed from a 0 cost to the 1 cost. So that's the one you're gonna get, but it's Metamorphosis. So what this card does, if you have an evolving creature that you control, you can play this one and then convert that evolving creature to free play a creature whose name is on that card. So this is just a very complicated way of saying, if you have a creature that can evolve, let's say Frost Cocoon, and you play this one, you can play its evolved form. So that would be Frost Moth, or if you have Frost Larve, you can evolve it into Frost Cocoon. And if you have Frost Larve in your hand and 2 copies of this one, you can straight away evolve it into Frost Moth by first evolving into Frost Cocoon and then Frost Moth again. Yeah. Next you get 3 copies of Enhanced Mandibles. So this is an attachment card. You can attach it to any arthropod creature and it will increase their power by 2. So this is same as Enhanced Claws, but it's for the arthropods instead of for the beasts. And next, the last new card for this deck is the leader card, Frost Elf, a water type leader. and instead of having an ability that you can activate every turn, her ability will always be active, and its ability is that creatures with freeze lose 1 defense. So as you already know, in set 1 there was a card named Freeze. You get 3 copies in this starter deck, and what it does, it's an attachment card, and if you attach it to a creature, that creature will turn sideways, becomes a defender, and it can change its position. But the problem with that, even if it's turned into a defender, if it's a big creature, you might still have trouble destroying it. But with Frost Elf on the field, that will become easier because their defense also gonna be reduced. So it basically buffs Freeze while you have it on the field. The next reprint you're going to get is 1 copy of Ice Mantis. It's a water type Arthropod, so it does really well in this deck. Next you get 2 copies of Teardrop Fish. It's just a no ability card, 3 power, 1 defense. Next you get 1 copy of Icicle Fish, just to make sure this deck has a couple more high cost creatures. Next you get a reprint of Flowing Jaw. It's just a good card for any water deck. And your last reprint is Energy Shield. This will help you keep your Frost Larv alive in order to have him evolve. Yeah, so this is all the cards for the water starter deck. Now we're gonna open the fire starter deck. So once again, you get a deck box, a rule book, and the 36 card deck. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, because you need energy card to play a deck, in the starter decks you will get a cutout energy card. So what you can do with this one, you can cut them out and you can use them as coins instead of energy card. That way I can limit the deck to 36 card, and by doing that I don't need to charge you guys more. So if I included more than 36 card, I would have had to charge you guys an additional £4, but this way I can keep the price as little as possible but still make it able to play the whole deck with just what you get in the box. Yeah, so I'm just gonna organize this one real quick. Alright, so same as the other deck, you will get a cutout of an energy card. I put 6 on it, but you're only gonna need 5. I just had enough space for 1 more, and I thought it would be useful if you maybe accidentally lost one of them. So we're gonna start with our leader card this time, Pirate Captain, a fire type leader, and its ability allows you that before the game begins, you can turn 2 cards from your deck into a shield. So basically, instead of having 0 shields at the start, and then you can turn them from your starting hand, you already start the game with 2 cards as shields from your deck. That way you don't have to rely on luck to set the shields that you want. You can already choose 2. So curious what you guys gonna come up with, which would be the best cards to set as shields. And of course, since it's a pirate, it's gonna need a parrot. So we got Repeat Parrot, who allows you, when it's on the field and you activate Coin Flip ability, it's going to activate 1 additional times. You get 3 copies of it, and of course in order to use it you will need a coin flip card like Gold Coin. Its abilities is a 0 cost, and when you use it you flip a coin and call it, and if you call it right you can draw a card. So let's say you have multiple Repeat Parrots on the field, let's say you have 3, you would use this one, it would activate, and then it would activate an additional 3 times. So you basically would flip 4 coins and then call all 4, and then which ones you get right you would draw a card. So this will help the fire type to get a lot of card advantage if you get lucky with the calls. And you get 3 copies of Gold Coin as well. Next we're going to go over the small archetype that you get in this deck. So just like the other one, there is a playlist where you can find a more detailed explanation of what this archetype does. But the first card is Lava Piranha. You get 3 copies of it. It doesn't have an ability, it's just a 1 cost 2/1. Next you get 2 copies of Lava Shark. So this is a reprint from set 1 and it goes very well with the cards in this deck. You get 2 copies of Lava Hammerhead. This is a new card. Its ability is, if this creature battles a defender, destroy that defender. So it doesn't matter how much defense the creature it has, when it gets attacked by this card, it will get destroyed no matter what. And the boss creature for this archetype, and the boss creature for this deck is Lava Whale Shark, a 3 cost 8/5. its abilities. Actually different what's written here. I must have changed it after I ordered this one. So its actual abilities: when this card turns face up, you can destroy a creature. But you may ask, how am I gonna turn it face down? That's where the fill card for this deck comes in. Lava Lake. It increases the power of all fire type fish creature by 1, and then at the end of your turn you can turn any fire type fish creature face down. So that way you can turn your whale shark face down, and then at the start of your turn it back and destroy a creature for free. So you can both protect it, and then you get advantage when your turn starts. Next we got Flametail Wolf. It's a 1-cost 3/2 for the fire type. Next we're going to get to the card that I said got its cost increase from 0 to 1, Food Chain. So this card you get 3 copies of, and remember it's going to be a 1 cost, not a 0 cost. And its abilities: destroy a creature you control to free play a creature with the same subtype from your hand. So that way I basically want to encourage you guys to use creatures with the same subtype. Let's say you have a lava shark and a lava piranha in your hand, or maybe a lava piranha and a lava whale shark, but you don't have enough energy to play lava whale shark. You can play lava piranha for 1, and for 1 more you can destroy it and then free play whale shark. So that way you can play your boss creatures easier, and also this will trigger any effect that would activate by destroying a card, so you can benefit from that as well. The next new card you're going to get is Enhanced Fin. So this is an attachment card. You can attach it to a fish creature and it will gain 2 power. So this is the same as Enhanced Claws, but for the fish creatures. You get 3 copies of Burn, another attachment card. You can either boost the power of your fire creatures or reduce the defense of any other creature that's not fire type. You get a reprint of Fireball, 2 reprints of Fire Spirit, 1 reprint of Salamander, 2 copies of Fire Ant, and the last card you're gonna get in this deck is a copy of Meditation. This is just a very good card in any deck really, to help you increase the amount of energy you have. So yeah, these are the starter decks. Let me know in the comments which one you're planning to buy, and in this weekend I'm going to upload every new card from the starter decks onto Untap and Tabletop Simulator, so you can test them out online if you want to test them before you make your purchase. Or maybe you want to buy both and then you can combine them into different decks. But yeah, this is all for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!